I'm Gomar Rakesh and you're watching Global Governance News TV. Today we're going to discuss just greetings to all uh, countrymen and all Bharatiya for National Space Day. The first year we are celebrating today National Space Day. Uh, it was uh, including the theme and uh, will be achievement in space exploration. National Space Day is led by the Indian Space Research Organization, and it's first time the country will is celebrating the growing prominence in the global space community. This day is not just a celebration of the past success, but also a moment to inspire future generations, highlight and highlighting the importance of space science and technology in shaping our world. And recognize the critical role that space exploration played the India's scientific and technical progress. The date was selected for a correspondent with the success of Bharat Chandrayaan 3 mission, which became the fourth nation in the history to arrive the moon on August 23rd, 2023. In addition to demonstrating the ISRO's developing capabilities, this accomplishment inspired national pride and gained international attention for the country's space program. ISRO mentioned Chandrayaan 3 mission accomplished safe and soft landing of Vikram lander on a lunar surface on August 23rd, 2023. With this, Bharat became the fourth country to land on the moon and first to land near the southern polar region of the moon. This soft landing was followed by successful deployment of Pragyan rover. The landing site was named the Shiv Shakti Point, Station Shiv Shakti, and August 23rd was declared as the National Space Day. And this is a really thrilling time, energy time for each and every Bharatiya. But how the PM Modi think on this National Day, we just listen his thoughts on National Space Day, and then we'll go ahead uh, on the discussion with Vandana Jinganji and Punam Sarwani.
भारत ने चंद्रमा पर तिरंगा फहराया उस दिन को अब 23 अगस्त को चंद्रमा पर तिरंगा फहराया उस दिन को अब इज ऑन द मून 23 अगस्त को जब भारत ने चंद्रमा पर तिरंगा फहराया उस दिन को अब नेशनल स्पेस डे के रूप में मनाया जाएगा। मंगलयान की सफलता ने, चंद्रयान की सफलता ने, गगनयान की तैयारी ने देश की युवा पीढ़ी को एक नया मिजाज दे दिया है। भारत वो देश है जिसने हजारों वर्ष पूर्व ही धरती के बाहर अनंत अंतरिक्ष में देखना शुरू कर दिया था। हमारे यहाँ सदियों पहले अनुसंधान परंपरा के आर्यभट्ट, ब्रह्मगुप्त, परामीर और भास्कराचार्य जैसे ऋषि मनीषी हुए थे।
स्पेस साइंस सिर्फ रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है, बल्कि ये सबसे बड़ी सोशल साइंस भी है। स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी से सोसाइटी को सबसे अधिक लाभ होता है। आज हमारी डेली लाइफ में जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी यूज होती है उसमें स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी का बहुत बड़ा रोल है। कि आने वाले 10 वर्षों में भारत की स्पेस इकोनॉमी 5 गुना बढ़कर $44 बिलियन तक पहुंच जाएगी। स्पेस के क्षेत्र में भारत एक बहुत बड़ा ग्लोबल कॉमर्शियल हब बनने जा रहा है। आने वाले कुछ वर्षों में हम चंद्रमा पर एक बार फिर जाएंगे ही। इसके बाद शुक्र भी इसरो के लक्ष्यों में से एक है। 2035 तक अंतरिक्ष में भारत का अपना स्पेस स्टेशन होगा, इसी अमृतकाल में भारत का एस्ट्रोनॉट भारत के अपने रॉकेट से चंद्रमा पर भी उतरकर दिखाएगा।
Just to listen the speech of Prime Minister and by Modi Vandanaji, global commercial hub in next coming days will make at the space and the moon, and our space, uh, our shuttle and own rocket will be at moon, and other than 44 billion market, the global market going to be just created by the Bharat, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared.
Good evening to each and every one of you and to the viewers. First of all, congratulations to all the persons of Indian origin and people of India living in Bharat. Congratulations, National Space Day. Important. What all Bharat has achieved in such a short span of time, it is really remarkable when we're talking about space. Because Bharat has used this for not on the purpose of like ego. They just wanted to do the research, provide, and in the coming years we'll see the business will definitely boom, and there is a plan that there'll be a space tourism also, because and that is the main reason, because it's very cost effective when we talk about the space programs of Bharat. And in that relationship, NASA and ISRO has tied up a partnership. So how they could do it, because the last year, because they have went on the very south side in Bharat has been the first country to be there on the southern side of it. So those kind of things are very, very crucial and important. And it is in today's time, these kind of collaborations, no matter in today's time, you can say this is nation number one, the pro means like they call developed nation. If we work together, we can really do wonders in the today's space age.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Purnamji, how just to define the space, the country with the growing with the space mission and many uh, taste and experiment and rocket launches last 10 years. How do you analyze?
Namaskar and good evening. Uh, Today, I would like to congratulate every one of us for being the National Space Day, as it is today. In fact, in 2024, the theme is touching lives, touching, uh, touching lives, touching. It's a theme I just don't remember now. Yeah, so the purpose is to become space and technology efficient. So the government of Bharat has achieved in these 10 years a remarkable moment actually. So in coming years, we hope that these achievements are being carried forward. The lunar surface that has been now in continuous studies, so that has been very much important, that has been contributing in the new experiments, because the developed countries, those had a monopoly, or we should say the domination of, so that has been now shared by us also. And in the future, I think with NASA and ISRO, the the partition, I mean, so the
They'll work jointly
yeah,
and
the
then
the joint work, both
they've
of
been
them.
working so many projects
So
jointly.
yeah, and many countries also, they are attaching their satellites along with our space
Yeah.
ships. So that is a remarkable achievement by us that will further progress. I think so. I think like that.
Okay, thank you. Just time the break, and then after break we'll discuss on the PM Modi visit on Ukraine and Poland. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're discussing discuss the National Space Day, and now going to discuss the PM Modi Ukraine and Poland visit today. He was in Ukraine, very short visit, 7 hours visit, and signed MOU and for the many uh, development things and issues with the two countries, and he just tried to uh, uh, counsel Mr. Zelensky, the premier of Ukraine, and the first time last more than 2 years the war is on. The no siren ceasefire from the both country, Russia and Ukraine, during the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Last 24 hours, no war, no any action from the both sides. This is the great news for the nation, for the both nation, and for the world also. How just Bharat is trying to play the role of the old, uh, the peace ambassador uh, for the peace, for the people. As we are believing that we are living the global society, our philosophy is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and just I'll show you some clips how just they visited, what is the reaction of Modi ji, and how just he also visited child war memorial, and who children just already killed in the war, so they have made a memorial. So he also visited, so sentimental and full of emotions, and was meeting Zelensky and all. Just first see the uh, thoughts and speech of Narendra Modi, Prime Minister.
दिल को गहरी चोट पहुंची थी, जाकर के अपने श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित कर रहा था तो मेरा मन भर आया था। दिल को गहरी चोट पहुंची थी और मुझे लगता है कि युद्ध की सबसे पहली कैजुअलिटी किसकी होती है तो निर्दोष बालकों की होती है, और वो बहुत दर्दनाक होता है।
He was talking about the visiting child war memorial.
किसी
It was so
भी
emotional, so sentimental, so touching.
सुसंस्कृत समाज में जो मानवीय मूल्यों में विश्वास
Any
करते हैं
family that
उनके
do
लिए
that.
और जो एक संवेदनशील व्यक्ति होते हैं उनके लिए
So very crucial
इस प्रकार की
time for
घटनाएं
very sensitive person.
कतई स्वीकार नहीं हो सकती हैं।
So it is not
दुनिया
acceptable
में मानवीय
type
मूल्यों
of
में
war
विश्वास करने
happening
वाला कोई भी व्यक्ति
from anyone.
इसको स्वीकार नहीं कर सकता है। एथेंस इस दर्दनाक परिस्थितियों के बीच भी
Video
आपने
clip
जिस
that
गर्म
you post
जोश
to
से
ANI,
मेरा और मेरे डेलीगेशन का स्वागत किया, इसके लिए मैं हृदय से आपका आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। एसएनसी आज का दिवस भारत और यूक्रेन के संबंधों के लिए एक बहुत ही ऐतिहासिक दिवस है, क्योंकि भारत का प्रधानमंत्री आज पहली बार यूक्रेन की धरती पर आ रहा है। ये अपने आप में एक ऐतिहासिक घटना है। कल आपका नेशनल डे है, ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण दिवस है। मेरी तरफ से 140 करोड़ भारतीयों की तरफ से मैं आपके नेशनल डे को अनेक अनेक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं और मैं कामना करता हूं शांति के लिए, सुख और समृद्धि के लिए। ऐसे जी 2021 में ग्लासगो में मिले थे और पहली ही मुलाकात में एक गहरी मित्रता का अनुभव कर रहे थे और तब आपने मुझे यूक्रेन आने के लिए बहुत ही आग्रह से निमंत्रण दिया
he was invited by Mr.
था, लेकिन मैं
Zelensky
कल्पना नहीं कर सकता हूं
with
कि
the
मुझे ऐसी परिस्थिति में यूक्रेन आने की नौबत आएगी।
Excellency,
He was not expecting that he'll visit in this crucial time, as just he stated by the Prime Minister, and how he was emotional just to see after the child memorial. So he was stating and just discussing all the point. Just I am showing this footage of the war memorial, where children. This is during the war. The 79 of them, the children, the Kharkiv blast. And the first time, this is just no siren on the road of Kiev when Prime Minister Modi visited the city. 24 hours ceasefire from the both sides. Vandanaji, your comment.
Diplomacy at the peak. I mean, this we have seen it. It's almost now the 11th year in running. Two terms already been completed. This is the Modi 3.0. Your foreign minister, the external affairs minister, is a ex-diplomat, and he has worked for that, and he knows that. An emotional moment, anybody could be emotional on this moment when it has been visit of it. And the invite was in 2021, but it is 2024 that we're talking about, because they are into war from last 2 years. But there were so many students, those who were studying in Ukraine, and they got their passage through Poland when it was safe exit pass. So you can,
Warukvadi. It's
yeah.
very
So
hard, popular ad.
Modi's visit was very recently to Russia, also, I think last month after he took the oath. And then it is now to Ukraine, because this message itself it's a very strong message. It's a very strong message. He could have gone last year, he could have gone in 2022 also. But now visiting is a strong message, means it's that we are not taking any sides, you friends. So that is, mean, India itself is a very big power now. So it's not about they say this side of it the coin, or that side of it the coin. So the ceasefire, that itself is a very strong message to the world community. When the Prime Minister of Bharat is visiting, so Putin gave a statement because we will not be doing the fire. So that is very, very important to know. And now it's a time for Ukraine, head of the country, also to realize, because the war, he can get anything to go for war, but he doesn't have any money. People, those who are fighting with him, they are providing him, they're just the providers for all the resources that you need for war. And that's why it has been taken 2 years plus to continue the war. Otherwise, it would not have been Ukraine's strength to continue this for that long. But now, because this has to end, because this war is costing a lot to the global, means to the whole globe.
Yeah.
Ukraine being the largest producer of the wheat, and when we talk about the urea that you guys put in the for farming, the use it has been. I worked with Ukraine like even before I migrated to United States of America. I remember that. Hmm. So those kind of things should be kept in mind, and I think that it should prevail. Senses should prevail into the mind
Yeah.
of that head of that country where prime minister is moving, because NATO, bringing NATO to his nation is not going to bring, because these lives would have been saved. The pictures that you have shown me about the children museum. So you are yourself somewhat responsible for it. Dhanyavad. Thank you.
Yeah. Poonam, just how you think will Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be capable to stop the war? One, and how just you analyze this tour between the war and just all the ceasefire and I have been to Ukraine, Kiev, 2005 with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and 4 days visit was there. So I have met so many persons. I've seen the country so beautiful, the better than Switzerland. I always say like that, so peaceful, so how the river, just like river was so. I think we can say what the discipline civilized very systematically. They were just we are just seeing how the flowing river. So I can't forget all the beauty, but now they have destroyed like anything with the humanity. How just you analyze the situation now after the visit of Modi?
You see, the positive response which the world is witnessing today is the resting of the alarms and the resting the ceasefire which has progressed today these days. So that is very important. So that gives a clear message. Yes, something is progressing towards peace process. And I want to mention here that before visiting Ukraine, our prime minister had gone to Poland also. So, some 1 month ago, our prime minister had visited Austria also. So you see, the situation is these conditions, our prime minister, how the consensus, the support for the peace processes to progress. So there is there is a consensus. He is able to create a consensus among the countries, those who are around Ukraine and also Russia. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is very
yeah.
important, number
That
one.
is very, very valid
Number
point. And just,
two, number
just,
two,
yeah,
Russia and Ukraine, Bharat has got both equivalent, very good relations with both the countries. So, because Bharat and Russia and Ukraine, they have these three, they have got a very good economic relation also. So, the warships, the Russia manufactures. The engines are bought from Ukraine. So not only this, there are many areas, but the most important thrust on which our Prime Minister is very keenly, and it is supported. That is, that has to be taken very seriously, and it is a very good, which is very positive. And
okay. So,
in case
this is the
also,
last comment for the Modi,
right.
and that the support all of you from Ukraine, and very significant, very important. I'll just listen, and then we'll.
of a global south at some point of time. And Narendra Modi is very powerful man inside India and outside India. So he
Ukraine
is like to
MP,
face of the
Julia.
of a global south at some point of time. But I think he can push and convince Putin to stop the war. Honestly.
He can just go and push and convince the Putin to stop the war. This is a quality of and power of Narendra Modi as an MP of Ukraine. She is saying and observing. I think so, though. And if we talk the Poland, and Poland also, after 45 years, any prime minister visited Poland, and Ukraine after 92, it was 34 years, 32 years, any premier visit. So we have never seen the neighborhood policy and neighbors, but now the Modi government has tried to focus the neighborhood and the neighbor locust policy also. So it will be the best and coming days. Thank you very much to participate in the show. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
जब भारत ने चंद्रमा पर तिरंगा फहराया